bring that drip, they go, they rate. This something big, this get. Middle of the week, we lit. Channel on the mission into the calls. Open up love in every single wall. Big red wig, snot, big white whoa. I don't on the nose, that shit to go. I cross that sand like a food truck clean. Dale on my dick, go, ring. Kids circle cool with plates in the air. Office in the city, keeping the fair from the chairs. My first star, first schedule looking cool. And I tell the board there with a waffle safe stool. From the desert to the desk, I glide. Butter on the side, open your eyes. Middle of the ground, I break that spell. One won't bite you, remember yourself. Call once, twice, out here in the scene. Caramel squirrel, real life dream. 2 arms high, but my spirit stay low. For the ones in the rush, I move slow-mo. It's up, dead, let's get. Mike got Waffle, so come get. You want that skank, this real, my name, I'll bring that brick, they go, they raid. It's up, dead, let's get. Matter with a week, we lit. People on the mission, answer even calls. Sipping up love in every single wall. Yeah.
What up, everybody? Happy hump day. It's almost that time. Get ready. Go ahead and get those waffles in. I know you're hungry. It'll be starting real soon. Stay tuned.
Building PCs, he's got the tech skills. From the motherboard to the graphics, that's his thrill. With his soldering iron, he's always in his zone. Making magic happen, he's the king of his own throne. Every Wednesday night on Thermaltake Live, Mike does giveaways, bringing joy to your life.
Mike. What day is it, Mike?
Like that. Spread love and cheer from keyboards to coolers, his fans all cheer.
With it!
On Thermaltake Live, Mike does giveaways, bringing joy to your life. He's generous like that. Spreading love and cheer. From keyboards to coolers, his fans all cheer.
Oh, I reset the clock. We're screwed. It's hump day! Let's go!
Mike, every live from the morning till the night. We keep it going. Waffle giveaways, yeah.
Oh, baby, it's hump day. Let's go.
Building PCs. We're on that
What up, everybody? Welcome back. We are here. We are back from Boston, baby.
Not many people know Yoda had a last name. It's Lady Who.
Lady Who. Very Adam Sandler. What's up? Welcome. Yes, let's go. We're back. I'm so exhausted. Nah, dude, we're good. Oh, man. Getting through the jet lag. You know, getting through the jet lag. I had to come back on today because we had to talk about all the fun we had last week. Oh, my gosh. So much fun. I gotta say, my highlight of the show was getting to talk to everybody. Like, we were pumping people through on our racing experiences, man. We had a bigger line than I ever would have expected. It was pretty crazy. Were you just pretending no stream on Discord? I kind of was. I didn't want to do it. But I was like, If you look, there was a little post-it note that said gotcha on the monitor, but it was kind of hard to read, but I still thought it was funny. I had to do it. The stream isn't real. It's all fake. This is all AI now. I've been gone for years. What are you talking about? I don't exist. Cyber, thanks, man. I appreciate it, dude. It was so much fun, bro. It was so much fun, man. Appreciate the amazing time, dude. Good to see you. Good to see you, as well as a few other wafflers that came by, man. It was really cool to meet a couple of you guys. And then just come up and tell me random waffle or pancake jokes. Oh, man, it's good to be back, though, you guys. Good to be back. Wow. Oh, so today we'll be doing a cool little recap. You know, give you guys a little scoop on what went on. It's an April Fool's live stream. I was going to talk. You know, the funny part was I was thinking while I was at PAX, right? I was like, I was really hoping no one would know that last Wednesday was technically like International Waffle Day. And somebody mentioned it in Discord. I was like, no, I was so sad. I knew it. I was like, because it's like, there's like 2 days of the year. One of them's the 25th of March. I think the other one's like August 24th or something like that. Well, we'll have to catch it on the swing, you guys. But I was going to do like a total joke. I was going to do a total Happy International Waffle Day and get everybody to be like, hey, wait a minute. That was last week. But one thing is for sure, there's no April Fools when it comes to waffles. So if you guys are jumping in, of course, we missed you last week, but that doesn't mean you can't get in on it this week. Exclamation mark waffle for your chance to win. We'll have some waffle winners coming up here real soon. Hang tight with us. Come check out some of the cool little photos and videos. I got a ton of videos and photos, all kinds of stuff. Lots of stories too. So if you guys are ready for a more of a podcast setup than a PC build setup today, you're in luck. We're chilling today a little bit, you know, trying to take it a little easy.
Julie, guess what day it is?
Julie.
Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike?
McDaniel just resubbed for 27 months.
Hell yeah. BV McDaniel coming in with the tier 1 for 27 months. Thank you so much. Cyberbrain coming in with a 35 stream streak. This will be my last stream that I watch. ... Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'm not taking anything seriously today. It's been hard. It's like I saw Arc Raiders today talking about they're doing PvE and PvP separate servers. Oh man, we have a Thermaltake coffee machine up for grabs. We posted that up today. Xsun coming in with a prime for 15 months. Thank you so much for the support. K Coolingham coming in with a tier 1 for 7 months. Thank you as well. And to my good friend Smoke, who gave his prime a little bit before stream there. Thank you so much for the 40, my friend. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you all for being here, man. We're back. Oh man, what a fun show it was. I mean, from setup to teardown, we had such a cool experience. I mean, I may have said this one's manual, this one's automatic transmission. Please make sure you hold on to the wheel with both hands at all times. Over 1,000 something times. We had over 250 people come in on average each day for a 5-minute racing session. We had the Disneyland rides, and I hope we did not disappoint everybody out there that waited patiently in line. I tried to do my best telling people thanks for waiting, because, you know, we wanted to bring something unique, a fun experience, as well as being able to showcase some pretty big things that we're not usually used to setting up. You know, half of our booth consisted of our sim racing lineups. We had a variety, a nice mixed bag is what I guess I was telling people. Different options with different things for your racing experiences. You know, different pricing, different, you know, feels for what you get. And then we had a nice fun experience with that. People got to spin the wheel for prizes. We had some cool new t-shirts on display we were giving out. We had some nice beanies we were giving out as well. So it was a good time. We had a PC giveaway that we were doing at the same time. Oh man, that was a lot of fun. Getting everybody all signed up for stuff. Just so much talking to people about what they got going on, their experiences, how the race experience was like. It was just really, really cool. The kids coming out, the kids, man, we were literally driver's ed simulation for a lot of those kids that came out this weekend. They got to experience a near real car thing. And it was just so awesome to see all the dads and moms' faces when they saw their kid taking those corners. Oh, it was so good, man. It was so good. So good. The line moved faster than most booths, and it was well worth the wait. Nice, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad you got a chance, Cyber, to come race. It was fantastic to meet you, man. I got some things here Cyber gave me. I got to show you guys that too. He came up with some of the coolest swag I think I've seen, and I got some here to show you guys later. I got some here for you guys to see, as well as a lot of other stuff. Oh, but like I said, hey, we're taking it easy today. We just hanging back, man. We had such a banging booth, man. There was so much with that. Yo, pick up the phone. Hell yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Dude, we were so packed from start to finish each day. Like there was literally there's no breaks. I barely had a chance to step away, use the bathroom, and find something to drink. You know what I mean? But it was all worth it to be able to hang out and talk to all these amazing people that spent a good part of their time coming by our booth, you know, waiting for the racing as well as checking out the other stuff. A lot of things there at PAX East, of course. A lot of stuff there, man. But it was good. I got some videos to share, some interviews as well, and some photos to talk about to give you guys a nice little recap today on our, our little fun little live stream right here. You know, it's kind of cool, too, talking to people, telling them, like, yeah, you know, we've been streaming for a few years, too. And they're like, oh, really? You guys streaming? I'm like, yeah, check us out. Come join in on a Wednesday for a waffle. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we get some new wafflers in here and be like, oh, hey, I remember that guy. He was that guy at that booth and everything. Oh, man, it was so good. So good. A lot of fun. A lot of fun there at the booth. Let's see. What do we want to? Let's kick some stuff off here. So yeah, of course, PAX East was last week. Looks like it's going to be. They alternate too, from what I remember. You know, they'll do both like 1 year March, 1 year April. This, of course, was March. I mean, I got to say, for jumping into Boston, it was definitely colder than it gets here in California. So I was definitely experiencing the East Coast weather over there. But I got to say, there were some beautiful days there where we had like 60+ degree weather. And I'm just excited. We didn't have much of any rain, not a lot of snow. Definitely been there during a blizzard. So I would say it was good. Definitely say that it was some pretty good weather for us to be able to go out and check out what PAX had to offer and, you know, just get everybody in there and everything. Shout outs to our enforcers too that helped us along the weekend with our lines. We had a good amount of help there from the PAX team with the enforcers. So shout out to you guys. It was great talking to you as well. And we appreciate all the help and support here from Thermaltake to put on a fun show for everybody, man. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. We've thrown up a lot of stuff over on our social media channels, including Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter if you want to check out all the, you know, images that we have. I won't be able to cover everything. We still got some other stuff too that we are in the works with getting thrown up as well. So what's up with that AI cat tower case? I almost thought you made it, Mike. No. I didn't necessarily make it. Didn't necessarily make it. But yeah, man, just shout out to the enforcers. They did do an awesome job for us. And it's tough keeping it's hard when you got to cap a line because we were literally that popular. I couldn't believe it. You guys blew my mind with that, being able to see how many people and how long that they would wait for that racing experience. It really made me feel like we should have brought twice as many. You know what I mean? We needed a bigger booth for that, but we made it through. We had 5 racing sims on display. And dude, if there was anything, like I was telling a lot of people there, I was like, man, you guys are not only getting this wonderful experience, but you're also giving us probably some of the best feedback a manufacturer could ask for. Just complete and total just usage of something like that for 8 hours straight of different people racing, getting experiences, being able to put our products through the test of PAX. Yeah, we had a couple issues, but we had a pretty good pit crew to keep everything going. I mean, I had one of our pedals break, which I didn't think was possible. But we had to go ahead and we had to have that one down for a little bit on one of the days. We brought it back up the next day as the pit crew and I got in there to get everything situated. But man, I mean, some of these systems were rocking and rolling all weekend long. And the joke that we were having, here at the company, we're like, dude, I hope the bolts don't work their way out in these things, like you're kind of worried about vibration and stuff coming apart. You think about your case fan and how it has those little rubber bumpers on there because you don't want that vibration noise. You don't want your screws to back out of your case. Well, this is a whole different ball game here with racing simulators. I saw the kids racing around, having fun. I mean, dude, some of the racing sims that we had were literally like, we'd line them up. We'd line them up with the monitors, right? And I'd be sitting there, we'd going through the line, all right. And I'd look over at one of them like, why is that thing starting to go sideways? Why does it look like it's at a weird angle? Like, I don't know how to line up something straight. And I was like blown away because the racing sims were moving and sliding and bumping and, from shifting and crashing and moving. Like, we literally had to reposition, kind of slide them back over into place. Like 1 or 2 times a day. It was really funny to see that. I didn't expect having to do something that much. You know what I mean? It was pretty crazy. It was really neat to see some of the little kids holding on too, man. Like, sitting there telling them, like, yeah, this thing is got a good amount of torque with it on the wheel. You guys got to hold on. And you could just see their face. They weren't scared. They weren't scared. They were excited. It was like a whole different ball game for them. Like, you see this little kid and he's rolling up. He's been waiting in line. Comes up and he's like, all right, okay, yes, thank you, yes. Like, just no fear. They're just like, oh, you mean it's gonna be fun? Like, I just literally was just like, oh, so you mean it's not just gonna be like, I really gotta hold on. And then to see their faces and then to see their parents and stuff, dude, it was great, man. Shout out to all the kids that came by and got to get a one-of-a-kind experience, man. That was a lot of fun. Oh. A lot of giveaway stuff going on, too. If you guys saw, we posted up on Discord. Woo! Transform and Perform a giveaway. We had our giveaway going on. Our giveaway is now closed, and we will be announcing the winner tomorrow because we didn't want to do it on April Fools. You know what I mean? We literally thought about, we're like, hey, we could just make the announcement on the live stream. And I'm like, I don't know, man. April Fools goes a little hard. I think people are going to think some things. Let's wait one more day. How about that? Just in case. I mean, we're not talking about a t-shirt giveaway here, right? We're talking about a crazy custom built PC. So let's just move it to tomorrow. So we got our Transform and Perform PC giveaway winner announcement tomorrow on our social media channels. If you guys got in on that, check back tomorrow for the big announcement. April Fools, just kidding. We don't have a PC giveaway. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh man. Oh man. Here, let's get into. I got a couple of things here. Let's see. Was this one of them? Some more videos. Pretty cool booth. It's great to see all the people coming out. Miku. We had astronauts. Look there, man. I'm telling them to drive. We had TV. Thermaltake TV man was there. The doggy was there. That was cool. God, it feels like it just went by so fast. The kids racing, man, was so much fun. You see that dad's face? You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about right there. Yep. Fly into the moon, baby. It always goes too fast. It's crazy, man. It is crazy. Let me see. I had some others in here too. These are all on up on Instagram if you guys want to check them out. This was at our Miku edition PC in our very colorful case. Kind of matches pretty well, don't you think? Neat stuff, man. It was really cool to be able to do more than just, regular giveaway stuff and everything. A lot of people coming out, taking a look at all the systems. We were actually selling the systems on the show floor for a special PAX price for people to check out. And I was actually quite surprised with how many people picked up some of these cases, not just for the deal, but for the looks and the style, what they got out of it and everything. We even had, I think, about 9 different systems that were on display there with Intel's latest 270K plus CPUs. So they were getting some of the brand latest hardware from Intel there with our LCGS system. So that was a lot of fun. We had some cool Intel swag to give out, as well as some other stuff. But definitely shout outs to our partners Intel, Asus, and Lexar for helping us out. Lexar had a booth right next to us. They had some stuff going on. Ron from Blue Horse Studios had a cool PC there on display that they were giving out as well, and they were doing some cool soccer themed stuff. It was actually pretty neat. They had like a little soccer rink where you had to kick the ball to the lights and everything to win a prize. So it's always neat to see what different boost stuff's going on, you know what I mean, with PAX. A lot of fun. A lot of systems. I think we had over 20-something systems on display. Oh, hey, there I am. All the different colors. And then, of course, the racing. Of course, the racing. Those patient guys waiting in line. Some really cool stuff. Some really, really cool stuff. And I think I caught most of them over there. I think, we showcased this one. A lot of videos though up on our website. We got more coming out. You know what I mean? If you guys want to take a look at those, a lot of fun stuff there. Let's see. Oh, and then let's see. I got some other stuff here to play too. Let me bring this up really quick. Well, of course, we had our camel guy going to Boston there. That was fun. He's playing with his little Thermaltake car. He's so cute. He's so cute. Here was another one that I did, but I didn't like. I like the other one a lot better. But these are the two that I made, and I kind of went with him playing with the car because I thought it was a little bit funny. Because this guy, I don't know, for whatever reason, him riding on the wing like this and everything, I thought was a little weird. But that's AI for you, right? That's AI for you. Hopefully RAM prices are coming down and my AI won't get affected too much. Oh man. Some good stuff. Here's let me see. I wanted to show you guys some setup things. So here was a fun picture with PAX when they were getting stuff set up before they had the sign and everything ready. Oh, and then I got this picture too that I found. This is ThermalMike in 2020. Right before COVID. This was our last year that we did PAX. That was what the sign looked like. And then this was this year with PAX. Let's not talk about how old I got. Let's talk about how old I got. But man, it was such a good time. Same bat channel, same bat time. You know what I mean? It was a nice big convention. I like staying there. Really good spot for the hotel and everything. But it's pretty crazy to think, we weren't the last time we were there was 2020. when we were celebrating basically our 20th anniversary with Thermaltake. Now 6 years later, I mean, I guess 30 years is getting closer and closer than we think. You know what I mean? Oh boy, it was some crazy stuff. Here's some setup photos. I got some setup photos here to kind of show you guys a lot of stuff that, we had going on. This was all like, the racing sims, getting all the systems ready to go. This whole area that was right here. This is all our LCGS side as far as the stuff that we had on this side. We had all of our racing over there on the other side. Let's see if I have, see what other pictures do I got in here, like on setup stuff and everything. I got, that's all like after it's been put together. I mean, dude, I was pretty busy. I didn't get to take too many photos during setup, if you feel me, but I was like, oh, let's get like a couple of things in. I think I got this one too, the banner video. So here was them setting the banner and coming over and being like, hey, where do you want it? And I'm like, well, put it in the middle of the booth, but it was kind of cool to see the guys doing the setup. They had to build it on the ground and then they put it on the crane and, hoisted it up there and all that stuff. And it was just like, they're sitting there going like, all right, so where do you want it? I'm like, oh, above our booth, being the silly guy that I am. Right. But then I was like, no, square it up and, get it lined up with our friends Lexar over there. And they did a good job. They did a good job getting all that stuff set up, man. That was definitely a lot of fun. That was definitely a lot of fun. Oh, let's see. Oh, here's some more, like, I think these are some early shots getting stuff set up here on like setup day. So yeah, they did a good job. They lined it up. I mean, I guess my picture's not like perfectly straight, but I think they did a good job with it. Here's a lot of our racing stuff. Once we got everything set up, we had 5 simulators on display, man. No idea who that beanie person is. Yeah, and we had a pretty cool prize wheel. I really liked how that kind of broke, set up and everything. A lot of people were like, oh, I get to race and then go spin to win a prize. And, we had some cool swag going that way. Man, I wish, it's hard to judge how many people you think would be coming out. You know what I mean? Like, here's some of our early testing. You know what I mean? I think one of my favorite things was like before the show or even like after the show was over and they kicked the public out, right? The exhibitors, from like the surrounding booths, they'd be like, hey man, can I get in? Can I get a race? Can I get one in? We're like, yeah, come on, man, get in here, right? Like it was almost something where after the first day, I came in a little extra early just because we had a good amount of people are like, man, I don't got time to race, but I've been watching you for the last few days, dude. Can I just get one in? You know what I mean? And it's funny too, like there was, Nintendo was next to us and they had, a big old Giga Chad Nintendo booth over there and they had a ton of people and a good amount of them were like, hey, can we get a race? And so like, we tried to accommodate the best we could, man. It was a lot of fun. It was really neat to see the people come out. Really, really neat to see the people come out. Here's come out a lot of our pregame shots here of the booth. This is our system side of everything over here on the system. But dude, it's so good. It's so good. Nice to get to talk to the exhibitors. I got to walk around for maybe 20, 30 minutes the entire weekend to go look at like other stuff going on. I did make sure I ran over and grabbed myself a PAX hoodie, which I really like. This cool little PAX hoodie here. It's got the PAX right here on the back. Oh, you can't see it. You can't see it because the camera's in the way. Here, I'll move. Nice little hoodie though, keeps me warm. Keeps me warm. I thought this was pretty cool. I also stopped by the Atari booth. They had some really sick retro Atari shirts, and I definitely made sure I grabbed one of those. The hoodie's so comfy too, and it's really nice to kind of, be able to bring a part of PAX back too. You know what I mean? For an event like this, dude, it's just so good to be back. You had no idea. Like I've been going to the show for years and years and years, both with Thermaltake as well as my previous company. And, for that COVID situation to happen And for us to not be able to get back until now, it was definitely a lot of fun to be back. The show is pretty popular, I would say. I mean, even Thursday seemed pretty busy from what I guess it was. Dude, the line was just the line was starting before the show even started, guys. It was crazy, man. It was so crazy. But yeah, I really dig the hoodie there. Definitely need an extra jacket for Boston, you know what I mean? All the stuff that you don't know, right, is all the guys, the crew, right? The crew that came out and they were doing like the setup. And I'm not just talking like our crew. I'm talking like the forklift guys that come out, the people that were, you know, doing all the setup and everything, right? To hear that Boston accent or like a little New Yorker in there too, and then just, you know, the conversations, man, were gold. The S talk that was going on while I was setting up put me laughing while I was putting stuff together. Listening to the conversations that these guys would have driving by on a forklift. Beep, beep, beep. Hey, what are you doing over there? Get back to work. You know, and I'm terrible at doing the accent, you know. But dude, it was so funny to hear all the conversations going on during setup. I was having a blast. You know, and getting to talk to some of those people too, man. It was so good, dude. Good people, man. They work hard. And I love how much they joke with each other. You know what I mean? No thin-skinned eggshell people there, man. There were some good people. I think I showed. Yeah. Oh yeah. This was there was that banner video again. Of course. We also let's see what else. Oh yeah, some racing photos. This was literally like the line right here. The line wrapped around the booth. We ended up having to do the zigzag after the second day because the line was going down and around the corner of the booth. So then we ended up having to do a little zigzag line later on in there. But I got some really cool photos of people waiting. You know, even people came out armored. You know what I mean? This guy he wore his helmet and everything. He wore his helmet and everything racing. But dude, it was really cool. We put all the we had Tower 600s all set up on all 5 of the systems. All the systems had RTX 5080s in it, except for the big 900, which had a 5090 inside. And that thing was a beast. Here was the 5090 setup right here. And then, yeah, I think you guys saw the photo of him with the kid. Here's our awesome cameraman, Jerry. Just getting some amazing shots, you guys. More videos to come from us. More videos. Dude, I not only got to shout out democracy to some Helldiver cosplay out there, but there was a good amount of This Is the Way Mandalorians coming around too, which was really, really cool. Really, really cool stuff. But like I said, man, we had a pretty packed booth all weekend long. Here's a little idea. Look at this. I took this, I don't know, I can't remember what day this exactly was, but it was 27 degrees. It feels like 16. Definitely a lot colder for us than we are used to here in California. Laugh all you want. I get it. I froze my thermals off, man. Holy wowzers. I froze my thermal off. Last year was in Maine. It was a lot warmer. Yeah, I know. No, so like I think, you know how that March, from what I remember, March always been more or less like the colder one. End of April, early, you know, almost May. For next year should definitely be even better. I think I'm excited to go back. I hope we go back. You know what I mean? Happy Hump Day. Happy Hump Day. February. I haven't seen PAX in February, thankfully. I've been there during a blizzard though in March. I definitely remember that. Okay, and then, dude, so this, I'm so sorry. This picture came out blurry. But our good friend Cyber came by and he dropped off some really cool waffle stuff for us. For me, he made these little 3D printed waffles. I have them here. Amongst other things. I mean, I literally have a bag of this stuff. Look at these. I'll switch back over here. Look, dude, look at how cool these are. Look at these little waffle keychain things. Oh, here, you know what? Let me just show you the whole spiel. Let me show you the spiel. Hold on. I'll just get in on the GoPro here. Here we go. All right. You check this out, guys. Dude, Cyber, you are a crazy madman. Look at these. Look how cool this is. It's a 3D printed waffle with the little TT on it right there. What? How awesome is this? How awesome is this? His little keychain. He gave me so many of these things. We also have some waffle time. He's giving me some really, really cool ideas. This is so neat. He made a DLSS 5 on, DLSS 5 off. He made little keychains for this. I thought that was hilarious. Oh man, look, dude, and he's got some TT Thermaltakes that he did. These came out so good. Little keychains. Let me see, what else do we have in here? He gave me a little vault action here. Let's go. The quality on this is, I'm quite impressed. I'm definitely not someone that's kind of jumped on this 3D stuff as much, but like, dude, if there was something that would get me kind of the itch to try this is it. This is it right here. Look at the little nooks and crannies in there, man. Look how freaking awesome this is. You guys, he gave me a bunch of these. He also, the other one too. Rip. But definitely will always have a place in my heart for all the years I spent over there. Oh man. E-commerce video graphics adapters. EVGA, baby. Crazy. But yeah, dude, all the waffles. Oh yeah, and I got a Pip Boy too. But dude, look at all the waffles. I'm gonna have to figure something out for these. We're gonna be giving these out. I think for some prizes that we'll be doing for streams and everything, you guys may get a cool little waffle keychain for me to say thanks to Cyber for all of this. This is freaking awesome. I might want to place an order with you, man. I might want to place an order with you.
Which of these will hold your car keys? Should we do a poll?
Wait. Which one of these will hold your car keys? Should we do a poll? Yeah. How can I see how long I have left on my sub here? I think when you click on on Twitch, right? Like if you go on Twitch, you click on the little thing, brings up the right bar. Then there's a subscription thing. It will tell you got to click in on it for the Thermaltake, and it'll tell you when it expires. I believe that's where it is, because I had to look that up for ones I do too. One for each jet Mike owns. That's right. G6, baby. Oh man. Yeah, dude, it was a pleasure, Cyber. It was great to see you, as well as some of the other people that came by that definitely knew of the waffle stream. It was awesome. We got to do a cool events. I was doing giveaways throughout the weekend. We were giving out t-shirts. The blow up swords was definitely a hit. I know a lot of people were digging the swords that we had on display. Those are pretty cool. Oh, and it wouldn't be me if I didn't do an AI photo of our team. So, shout outs to the Thermaltake crew that came out. I Simpsonized everyone. Can you guess which one is me? But that was pretty cool. Put everybody in we should have had full-on jumpsuits like this. You know what I'm saying? We should have full-on jumpsuits like this, dude. Oh, it's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. It's great to have such an amazing group to be able to put all this together. You guys have no idea, man. You're doing 16-hour setup days with a good 10 to 12-hour day following up. Just getting and talking and meeting people just nonstop. You're just a machine at that point. I just go into robot thermal mode, and The day blows by. I freaking blinked and it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? The show would start at 9. The show would start at 10. I mean, it was just freaking awesome to see all the people that came by. You know, the kids that came by, you know, that had some, we even had some special guests come by and everything. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Let's see. I got some more stuff here to show you guys too. Bring up some other things. Let's see if I got some other photos here. Different things going on. People getting racing. There was the Thermaltake. This was our custom GTR that we did in game. So a lot of people that got to race not only on our custom Thermaltake track. You know, I had like Thermaltake banners in the game in the background, but we also had this custom GTR that had Thermaltake all over it. That a lot of people were taking photos, or you know that they got to drive, right? Like a lot of cool stuff there with that. A lot of people coming asking by. They're sitting there setting people up for not just the go-kart, but all the things and just keeping everything going, man. It was very interesting to keep stuff going. We have our new Tanya t-shirt as well. I got some of these extra t-shirts. Maybe I'll be mixing up some waffle giveaways and everything and throwing some of this stuff in. I'll have to wait and see. You know what I mean? I think this was kind of like the slow time of the line. But yeah, people were just racing constantly, bro. Just going and going and going, man. It was wild. Hey, Box, thanks for the 10 stream streak, baby. Eep.
Waffle.
Skull coming in with the 3 months. Thank you so much. Exclamation mark Waffle for your chance to win. That's right, folks. We got some cool prizes going on just for hanging out with us here on the live stream today. So appreciate you guys. Exclamation mark Waffle. If you're on Twitch or on YouTube, get in on that. We got a little less than an hour for our Waffle spin, so you got plenty of time. I think the t-shirts came out well. Glad you liked them. It's definitely something new, you know, with you know what we had going on there. A lot of stuff though with people coming by. I think there were many people. We even had a custom go-kart track. Like I found this, the mods, bro. The mods are so insane that you can find for Assetto Corsa. It's crazy. This was one of we found like a custom go-kart track to put somebody in a go-kart for, you know, our go-kart cockpit that we had. So we did try to line that up pretty well. And that was a fun little experience because you know, you're driving a go-kart, it's not the same on a racetrack. You know what I mean? We had to kind of Mario Kart it, but you know, not too much, right? Because Nintendo was next door. You know what I'm saying? So I think we did a good legal way for the go-kart, and I think it was a lot of fun for a lot of people that got to come by and have some fun with it, man. It was so good. It was so freaking good. Here was the swords that we had on display, as well as the other prizes that we had for people to come by and spin the wheel. This was our big triple 49-inch monitor display that was running 15,360 by 1440p resolution, and I was quite impressed with how well that performed all weekend. I gotta say, the systems rocked. We didn't have any issues with the systems, really. A little quirks with the software, you know what I mean? But like, to be fair, it wasn't really all that bad. The systems kicked ass all weekend, man. It was really good. People got to come by and spin the wheel for prizes. That's always fun. I mean, you know, come on, we do it here on the show too, right? But yeah, people got to do whatever they wanted. We gave them like an arcade setup, right? They were able to kind of select different options. We changed the track each and every day. So for the people that came for the 4-day or just had multi-day passes, we tried to change it up so it wouldn't be the same thing if you came back the next time. We had different cars. We had a Skyline. We had an NX7. We had a Supra in there. Of course, the GTR amongst a couple other cars. We did a variety of different tracks, including like Watkins Glen, Black Cat Canyon, which is one of my favorites. Sonoma. We even had a California highway track that we did that cruised the Santa Monica coastline. You know, we had to bring a little California all the way to Boston, right? So we had some fun, and we tried to, you know, break it up. And I thought a lot of people were like, oh, it's different today. And I'm like, yeah, dude, we got different cars and a different track for you today. And they're like, sweet, you know, it's like, it wasn't just the same, you know what I mean? Where you could do it like 10 times and it's just the same, you know, we had to put a lot of extra effort into that, you know, both with the server side of things that we had set up for it. And it was just real simple QR code. I thought that worked out really well for what we planned out on that. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I think everybody had a time of their life being able to race this because it moved. Like the whole entire cockpit full on moves. I'm trying to get one of them in here on the studio so we can do full breakdowns on installation. We can do use cases, configuration. There's so much to do, right? This is not a plug and play type of scenario, right? You have to set the telemetry for the motion system. You have to integrate in with sim tools to get everything to be able to coexist between each other. But man, the experience is just, it's one of a kind, man. It's one of a kind. And it's definitely something that I want to do. Woo, it's getting warm in here now. The lights are bright. I got on my new Tanya shirt as well right now. Rocking the new stuff. But yeah, man, this shirt, dude, this PAX shirt was really, really cool. Really neat, nice. There's really cool stuff. I also got some Zelda pins and some other nerdy things there too. It was good. It was really good. Really good. A lot of people came by though. Shout outs to everybody that came by, waited in line with all the craziness that we had going on, man. It was so much fun. Let me see, what else do I got in here? I have a ton of stuff in here. Oh, you know what? I have some videos and everything to play. All right, give me 1 second. Let me go back here.
Hey, you like waffles too?
No way, me too. Grasume coming in with a 42.
Only mods waffles today.
Oh, did you hear about OnlyFans? OnlyFans, they got the what happened to the CEO, man? That's really unfortunate. I wonder what's going to happen with OnlyFans. Our OnlyFans page may be in jeopardy. Onlymods.com too. You know what I mean? You got to watch out. You check your page. Make sure it's still active. Oh, dude, my voice is so blown, dude. I was so melted after that. I think I lost my voice for at least a good day or two. Like I you know, we flew back Monday morning. I came into the office yesterday so I could get all the photos and get everything downloaded, right? And then just like, you know, I was just like, oh man, hopefully I'll have my voice somewhat back for the stream. You know what I mean? I didn't want to take the day off. You know what I'm saying? Elon's buying OnlyFans? No, he's not. That was a joke, right? Was that real though? I don't really know. I waited in line and did the sim. It was sick. That's what I love to hear, dude. Thanks for the feedback, Mr. Game Boy. Dude, I hope you had a good time. We wanted to bring something crazy, you know, besides just coming and looking at lights and screens on a case and talking about fans and power. I mean, come on, we get that, right? They're like, we want some more. So we were like, you know, we got to do something big. So, you know, we had basically the mullet of all mullet booths. We had business up front with our LCGS systems, and we had party in the back with all the racing sims. It was so much fun. He's gonna rename it to Only Tesla. Onlyrobots.com. Oh God, what's gonna happen? Onlyrobots.com. Oh, mullets, that would have been good to have, dude. And then so once we got, you know, there for the event and everything, got a cool little email from Paragon as part of the PAX production team. And PAX reached out to us and said that they wanted to offer us to be a highlight video for the booth. So then we're like, absolutely, come on by. And they're like, hey, do you got a guy that's comfortable in front of the camera? And I'm sitting there going, yeah, I think I know somebody. Now, if you can understand, this was in the middle of the event. I think this was like the second or third day that I shot this. It was a one and done shot. I had no retakes. I think in this one I screwed up, and instead of saying Newton meter, I said nanometer, I think in this one. My brain was melted, you guys, with everything. And they're like, hey, can we do a quick little video interview? And then they're like, all right, so what are we going to do, right? And they're like, well, we're going to ask you a series of questions. And then, you know, just give us a response and then we'll do some B-roll, blah, blah, blah. You know, put there. I'm like, all right, cool. You know, so it was a lot of just like, you know, first time kind of thing. But dude, it was just like, I had one chance. I had one chance to do it. I had to be like Steve from Gamers Nexus or be like Paul from Paul's Hardware and be like, I'm going to do one shot. It's going to be done. And that's it. No redos, no retakes. So the stress was on. And not only was the stress on both mentally, but my voice was going, dude. Let me know if you can tell in the video. You can hear a little bit of the raspiness because, dude, I was just talking nonstop for a good, because this was like about halfway through the event and everything. But yeah, here, let me. Hopefully everything's going to play. Hopefully the audio is not too crazy for you. Let's see.
Hey everybody, I am ThermalMike, part of Thermaltake USA, and I am the technical product marketing manager here for Thermaltake. And we have a lot of stuff here for you for PAX East 2026. Us here at Thermaltake, we've established
Volume okay?
1999, and of course our biggest focus has been
You are the weakest
power and
link.
cooling. And of course, over all of those years, we've expanded to a lot more things, including both RAM,
Woo!
desks, and chair for gaming adventures, and of course, racing simulators with cockpits, both steering wheels, the whole type of kit setup. And then we're also expanding
The whole
further
type of kit
into
setup. See,
monitors
brain
and-
melted.
So here today for PAX East
Brain melted.
2026, we have our LCGS turnkey gaming systems. We have them on display for everybody to see, including the latest from Intel's launch with their new CPUs.
Better.
As
Turned
well
it
as
up.
a variety of other things. And then of course, we definitely wanted to bring a good racing experience here as well with our sim rigs so that the attendees that show up can come and race and have a fun experience. One of the things that we like to separate from our sim rigs is being able to offer a variety of different parts at a variety of different price points. We think that the racing community has
speaks
a
the truth.
vast expansion from pedals to wheels to cockpits and more. And we're just trying to scratch the surface here with the first couple of years launching our racing, and we're definitely looking to expand going into the future. I love the modding community and what they do with all the cars, the tracks, and just all the features, getting a realistic experience with racing. But I'm definitely excited in a variety of other options to have some fun, including like farm truck simulation or other things, because our motion system.
I want to drive those. I want to drive those semis too. I want to do that semi stuff.
And it comes with a lifetime license as well. And then of course, if the racing experience might not be your thing, of course we have a variety of gaming systems here, and you can definitely check out some of the latest products from Thermaltake, including our vast Tower 600 color choices, as we definitely focus on a lot of color instead of just black and white. Of course,
right.
We also have our cooling and our power to kind of combine everything up and work with a lot of our partners to be able to offer a full turnkey solution with our LCGS, our liquid-cooled gaming systems for people to purchase. So
Yeah.
showing up here for the booth here for PAX East 2026, we have a variety of giveaways going on, including a full gaming PC. We have
Tomorrow.
fun swag options that are going on, as well as racing to win. So all the attendees that come to our booth, check out our racing sim, get to spin the wheel for prizes, and we also have some other really nice discounts on some of the systems we have here.
There's the voice going.
If there's anything that I want to say to everybody that loves to come to PAX, I've missed it. It's so fantastic to be back. PAX has been one of my favorite events for all the years. I've been coming here for a very long time, and I'm just really excited that we're able to come back here for 2026 and show a very unique experience.
Let's go. Let's go. Good stuff, man. It was great to have them come out. It was great to have them come out. How big's the TT studio? Big enough for a big sim? Actually,
Mike, you had one shot, one opportunity. There's vomit on your PAX t-shirt already. Mom's spaghetti.
Mom's
P.S. Chippy
spaghetti.
knows a thing about one leg, that is.
Oh.
Monster.
You know what? I was waiting for that. Where is it? I have it here. Where'd it go? Oh. Lieutenant Dan got new legs. New legs, Lieutenant Dan. New legs. He's got new legs. Chippy was there. Chippy was there hanging out. He was helping me build stuff all day. The funny part is, and I'm going to let you in on a little bit of a joke, is that when I brought Chippy out, I was going to do some photos with Chippy, This is one of only a few photos because sadly, don't be real. Sadly, his arm broke off on this side in transit. When I took him out of the bag, his arm was broken. But his legs were fine and I just couldn't stop. So I posted the picture up so you couldn't tell his hand was broken off. I was like, come on, man. It was like the only chippy I had, dude. I wrapped him all nice, too, and I was like, are you kidding me? His arm just sheared off the side. I was like, I can't win, dude. And then the best part is it wasn't his leg, it was his hand. I had like all this stuff planned out too, man. I was gonna put him all these places and take photos. I was gonna have him do a little and I was gonna do all this stuff, and his arm broke off. Don't tell anybody, okay? Don't tell anybody. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I had to tell you because I thought it was just too funny to not share. It was just too funny to not share. Give me something else to talk about next. So Thermal Rob did more chippy abuse. He's going back to court. He's got another court date. No, you didn't miss the Waffle. Get in on it. We got like a little over 30 minutes. We got a little over 30 minutes left on the Waffle. No problem. You did not miss. Exclamation mark Waffle. You guys get in. We got a giveaway and all that fun stuff. You know how it goes. Oh, okay. And then I had another video. So this was kind of fun. We had some guys come out. You know, people come by the booth, you know, talking about, hey, I got a question. How much this, how much that, right? Like that was probably the biggest question I got. But then I had a couple guys from a YouTube channel stop by and they're like, hey, can we do an interview with you? And I'm like, oh yeah, man, sure. I don't know when I'm going to have time, right? And I'm like, hey, come back later and let's see what we can do. And then they came back later and we were fixing a pedal that was broken. And I didn't have time. It was just like bad situation. I felt so bad. And then I was like, are you guys here tomorrow? And then they're like, yeah. We'll come back tomorrow and we'll work it out. We'll figure something out, right? So I have, let me see, I have it up here. Where do I have it? I had these guys come out. If you guys want to check out their channel, they are. I'll put their channel in the chat. You know, just for share some love and everything. Cool guys to talk to. They're called Two Stupid Gamers. It's spelled a certain way, but learn that they were pretty big on sim racing. So we had a cool little video popped up, that we worked on here that I fit in between. I can't remember if my voice is right or wrong on this one or anything, but I'm pretty sure in this one I said nanometer instead of Newton meter for the wheelbase. So here, let's check it out.
And I'm here at the Thermaltake booth. I am with Mike.
Yeah, hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome. Hey, there's me.
Thermaltake is a very interesting company, and immediately stood out to me on the booth because of something that you brought that's on the back side where we're standing. But do you want to tell the people at home a little bit about how Thermaltake got its origins in PC and the type of PC components that you developed?
Yeah, absolutely. So, hey, we're Thermaltake. Nice to meet you guys. I'm ThermalMike here from Thermaltake USA. We're based out of California. Thermaltake is, of course, established in 1999, and we've been focusing a lot on case, power, and cooling for many years. We've definitely been expanding a lot, going into like furniture applications with like desks, gaming chairs, RAM, and then now, of course, sim racing. Yeah.
Sim racing.
Yeah.
Again, you guys all know me. You know I love my sim racing, and it's just exciting to see
what is
that,
a Newton meter measure of pressure?
Good. PC cases,
ChatGPT.
You're breaking into sim racing equipment. I love the idea of having another company on the market producing this stuff. Can you just go through real quick some of the different models that you have for like force feedback?
Hold on.
You know,
There we
chairs,
go.
Wheels, pedals
Freaking
available.
YouTube, man.
All the stuff, right? All the
Must
good.
be the lawsuit.
Yeah, we're definitely just scratching the surface here. We've been kicking off our racing for about a year and a half, 2
Look
years.
at that Waffle. That's right,
I think one
baby.
of the big things that we
I
stepped
wore it
forward
proud.
with was getting all the racing
No, it's just-
cockpits
dude, it's at
out. We offer the
360p. You can thank
500,
YouTube for that.
700, 900. We also even have done a little bit of flight with the GF 500. Of course, that has a different placement for the flight stick, for example. But we're getting and adding more and more accessories for stuff like bottom plates, keyboard trays. You know, of course, those accessory options for mounting. We have a ton of compatibility for the mounting because we know that's important so people can get the right, you know, component for the cockpit, for example. And then we're trying to offer a variety of different cockpits too. I think one of the biggest things that
I
we
love
really
saying the word
jumped into was
cockpit.
motion. So we have our GM5 simulated motion that we offer as well that gives full movement to the racing rigs or flight rigs, to be fair. And then that all integrates with sim tools for the telemetry and everything. And then you also
Got all
get a
that
lifetime
telemetry,
license with the
bruh.
purchase. But like stuff like that with the motion does kind of bump up a little in price. You know, I mean, we're still around $6,000 in this economy. But if you look out
It's
there, I
actually
think we're doing pretty
5,500.
well.
I was
Yeah,
wrong.
100, I mean, that's
But I guess it's
precisely
better
what
I
was kind of
hi-
thinking
I
as
went
well, 'cause
over
I
it
looked
under.
up some of your products, and again, in the market, this is like a very good price for full motion sim rig. Also, I gotta really point out, I've actually never tried the full motion with the chair. 100%. You had Assetto Corsa running. I don't remember the track. I'm sorry about that. But just the feeling of the weight shift, rumbling, if you crash, all of that takes the immersion to like such
shifting
a
too, the
great
brim,
level. And
brim.
again, I think it's
The
really exciting
shifting
that you
was
guys
so
are
good.
breaking into that.
You
What's
feel the
kind of like
shifting.
your projected, like, what are you trying to reach with regards to more sim racing stuff? Do you have other ideas?
Thinking.
Absolutely. I mean, I think we're just scratching the surface again, like I was saying. You know, doing the wheels, the bases, the pedals. We're offering bundles as well as like, you know, independent components because we know people like to part out a lot of this stuff. So, and then of course with like our bases, we're offering 6 nanometer, 15 nanometer with 20 coming. We showcased that at CES
Nanometer?
back in January. We're gonna have some new stuff for Computex coming up in June.
Fried brain.
And yeah,
Brain
dude, I'm
is
just really
fried.
excited because like different wheels for different styles. You know, round wheels, formula wheels. We're looking at a lot of that. We have carbon fiber, load cell, pedal sets. You know,
I
those
can't
get
believe
a
I
little
remembered all
higher
that.
price point. But you know, this isn't a plug and play scenario. At least we haven't gotten into that just yet. But we are trying to give like,
Spoilers.
you know, a couple of different price points
Spoilers.
with some different added features to kind of see how everybody takes it in.
And I think another, like, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask about this because I think a big thing also with
love my
racing sim
facial expressions
enthusiasts
in
is
this.
like, so let's say somebody already has like a wheel, like for instance, I already have a direct drive wheel. Would it be like compatible to just attach it to some of the chairs, or if it was pedals, or if it was a shifter? What's the compatibility like with one of the cockpits here?
Oh, we work with a lot of the major brands that are out there. If you check our website, thermaltakeusa.com, we do list the compatibility for all the plates as far as like the mounting options for both pedals,
Look at all that.
shifters.
Look at all that. I love how they
gear
threw that
shifts.
in there.
there's all
Shout
that
out to
kind of
them
stuff
for
as far as, you know, how it
throwing in
lays
all
out. But
that.
you can see from some of the displays that we have here as well as online with our website, good amount of holes on those plates.
And you're also looking to get into flight sim as well, right?
Yeah, we actually do have some flight sim cockpits available, but at the moment we're not making components just yet. We are focused more on the racing right now, but that doesn't definitely mean that we're not stopping or moving anywhere. You just have to wait and see what we end up doing next.
Well, Mike, I greatly appreciate the time to
thank you.
find out more about the company,
Firm
find out more about
handshakes
your
all
plans
around.
for Racing. We hope that you guys enjoyed
Firm
it.
handshakes.
Before we go, you want to plug them where they could show, go to website,
Hell
socials,
yeah.
that kind of stuff?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Feel free to check us out at thermaltakeusa.com for our major website, as well as Thermaltake USA on our socials. And hey, I live stream as well, and I do videos for the company
live
at the same
stream.
time. Feel free to check us out on
Feel
our
free to
live stream at Thermaltake Live or our
Thermaltake Live.
YouTube channel. We got lots
Come
of
get a
content
waffle.
on there to help you guys out.
Come get a waffle.
Awesome.
These
Well,
people are
again,
going to
thank
watch.
you
What's
guys.
a waffle?
Go check all of that out. We'll link it in the description of this video as well. And if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you so much. Take care, guys.
Bye.
I didn't know he was going to come back to me. I didn't know he was going to come back to me. I was like, okay. Good stuff, though, man. Shout outs to
Earlier
two
this
stupid
week,
gamers.
Mike needed help at the PAX booth, so he yelled out, "Hey Chippy, I could use a hand over here."
Oh, God.
Chippy replied, "Mike, I'm the one who needs the hand.
Oh, God.
Thanks to you, monster."
Here it is. The next wave. You're welcome. Oh, my God. Chippy was just trying. We were like, yeah, let's go. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's too good. It's too good, man. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Wrong button. Wrong button here. Yeah, let me see. Can I fix this? Yeah. Dude, so much fun though, guys. Boy, did we have a lot of fun with that. Let me see. Where are we at right now? Our waffle timer. I probably screwed that up too. Yeah, I know we're about right. A little under 30 minutes left on our waffle time. Monster. So where is Chippy's hand in Boston, or the airplane? I think his hand is. I'll get back to you on that. I'll get back to you on that. I'll just get another one out of the box and say it's right here. Customs. They had to. It got. Well, what is it called? When it got confiscated. It was confiscated for testing purposes. They're like, how dare you have a hand in your bag? What kind of monster are you? That's what the TSA people said. Dude, and like, you know, another thing too, like when we went out there, we flew out, you know, here from California. I couldn't get a direct flight, so we didn't go straight to Boston. I think we went to Chicago, like first, and then from there over to Boston. But like, it was a handbag. It was a handbag. We flew out, dude. TSA was pretty crazy. The line was the longest I've ever seen. We went extra early, and surprisingly enough, I think one of the obvious thing that I noticed was that for like the first time ever, the TSA pre-check was longer than regular boarding. So like if you were regular boarding, that line was actually shorter than the TSA pre-check line. And of course, you know, this was not this way. This was last week. We flew out, what was that we flew out on Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. Yeah, I think so. God, it's been a long week. We flew out on Tuesday, and you know, we went early just in case. But I mean, at least I with the connecting flight, it's not like I had to go through security, so I didn't get to see what Chicago was like. But here in California, it was pretty bad. When we left Boston, surprisingly enough, we blew through that line in like 20 minutes. So whatever President Trump and that stuff they gave the relief, that was on that Monday morning where everybody got their back pay and the TSA agents got paid. Boy, that line was flying Monday morning. I did see some people say that it was still quite busy, and some of my other team members, funny enough, that went earlier and later actually had a different experience than us. So I guess maybe I just went at the right time. But yeah, when we came back to California, seeing the line for people to try to get back on, you know, people getting into the airport, the line was almost as long as it was, but that was at like 2 in the afternoon. So I did still see some pretty decent lines, even after that on Monday at least. But hey, hoping those poor TSA people, definitely one, getting the money they deserve, and two, get that stuff figured out, because stuff like that you shouldn't mess with that. Don't mess with that stuff. Come on, government. You know what I mean? So hopefully we get that all figured out. And, you know, if we got any TSA guys that watch the stream, you know what I'm saying? Hope you guys getting your checks, man, because that's important. I could understand. I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I'd do, man. Chicago or Derry. Yeah. We went to, on the way back, we flew in. We landed in Baltimore from Boston. We went from Boston to Baltimore back to California. And then I may or may not have upgraded my flight for some leg room. You know, may or may not have upgraded my flight for a little bit of leg room. Did I think I posted that in Discord, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Wait, why is it doing? Hold on. Ah! I do. Dude, look at this, bro. Look at this leg room, guys. Oh yeah. Whoops. Look at that leg room. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that was a nice chill flight on the way back. The only downside is you got to put your bag all the way up here, but I really didn't mind. You know what I mean? I really didn't mind. But it was pretty crazy, man. It was pretty crazy.
Guess what day it is?
Cypher 1988 coming in with a tier 1, baby. Thank you so much for the 8 months, bro.
I know you can
Thank
hear
you
me.
so much.
Mike.
Newton meter represents the torque produced when a force of 1 Newton is applied perpendicularly to a 1 meter moment arm. Wait a moment, did it say an arm? Oh, I see what happened to Chippy's arm. A Newton meter torqued it off, lol.
Oh god. Oh god, no. They're using it against me now. Thank you, Nuru. Oh my goodness, dude, that's hilarious. You got me on that one. I was like, oh yeah. But yeah, I kept getting mixed up with one or the other. I mean, dude, you sit there and you're telling people, you're like, oh yeah, so this is where you go here and this is where you go there. The funny part is we were talking about during the show is, you know, like they had the TV, right? There's this big TV right here, and a lot of the line was over here on the one side. And I just thought of the biggest missed opportunity. I was like, dude, you know how like when you're at an amusement park, whatever it may be, you know, you got that 2.5 hour whatever plus line, you're waiting for said roller coaster, and you know, for what, 45 seconds at best, you know what I mean? So we're like, cool, 5 minutes for an hour and a half shouldn't be too bad. You know what I mean? But the thing that I missed, the opportunity that I had, was that the entire weekend I had to keep telling everybody, you know, hey, hold on to the wheel. This one's manual. This one's automatic. I totally should have shot like a little video, you know, that would play on the screen. Just like when you're waiting in line and that video keeps coming up. Hey everybody, ThermalMike here, and you're about ready to race. Let's go over some of the safety preparations so you're all ready to go once it's your turn. And I was like, dude, I should have done one of those videos and everything. Make sure you hold on to the wheel with both hands. Gas pedals on the right, brakes on the left. You know what I mean? Like, dude, I literally had people ask me which one was the gas pedal. And I'm like, it's just like a normal car. And they're like, so which one? And I just resisted so much, sitting there going, oh, it's the one on the right. It was really funny. I had a couple of people like, what do you mean? You're a grown adult. You don't know which side the gas pedal's on. But you know, maybe they were having a long day too. But it was so funny to resist the joke as the person that I am. Right? Press any key. Which one's any key? You know, having to explain the difference between manual and automatic transmission was a lot of fun too. But I mean, I get that one. But which one's the gas and which one's the brake? I could understand a little bit, but it's just, you know, it was those funny little moments that broke up my day because it's just a blur once you start. But like that was definitely gold right there for me. Definitely an amazing time for me with stuff like that, dude. It was so funny. Oh my God, it was so funny. Oh yeah, and you see our new, for April Fools, we got, I didn't make this, by the way, this wasn't me. I think I would have done it a little differently, to be fair, but it's all good. But I guess introducing the future of PC building, the Coffee Cool AI. I'm surprised it didn't say Coffee Take. Coffee Take would have been funny. A high performance liquid cooler with a fully integrated coffee maker. This part's where they keep your CPU and coffee nice and cool, but then it's got a hot roasted cup of coffee there. So, you know, maybe it's a translation error. Maybe it's a translation error. I don't know. Oh, that was our silly April Fools that we had. Oh my gosh. That was a good one. That was a good one. All right, let me see. I had some more stuff in here. I have some more stuff in here. Let me see what else I got. Oh, this was a good one. Cyberbrain took this picture. This is me eating the waffles. Ah! That was good. That was a good one. That was a good photo. That was a really good photo. Oh my gosh. Oh, you know, and I got Cyber dressed up too. Look, I got him racing. I got him racing. Look at the wind in his hair. The wind in his hair. Look like he was doing a good job. Here's Cyberbrain right here racing along. That was a really cool steering wheel, by the way, too. This wheel, it's a full touchscreen wheel. And I think, what is it? It's since we were gone, right? Like, since we've been, over there at the Boston place, we now have this up on our website. I'm waiting on the final price right now, but it's definitely going to be more than $1,000. I know that. But the wheel, a lot of people are asking about it. So this is one of the new wheels that we have coming out, definitely on the high end. It's got a 5-inch touchscreen, that allows you to do a lot of stuff. All the customization, the programs and everything, all that stuff, using, software like SimHub interacts with this, giving me like a lot of communication in like a vanilla environment. And we also now have proper Thermaltake software for this. So we weren't even actually using the Thermaltake software at this event. We were just using SimHub, and it actually worked really, really good. I mean, we were even able to set like custom buttons, that you would press for like 3 seconds to like restart people, just to give the convenience. Like say somebody crashes or clips through the ground or whatever, and you just needed to reset people or send them back to the pits. It had some really cool stuff with it, but this is now up on our website, the new XRW G1. Now this is gonna be compatible with like a variety of bases out there, but we do also sell the wheelbase or the hub adapter. I'm sorry, the hub adapter or quick release adapter. This is actually sold separately, but this right here you'll get with the other wheels that we have. But this one being the design of what it is, that is something that you have to purchase separately for it. But this really does add a lot more than, like the other wheels have. I mean, it's carbon fiber housing. The grip on it is so good. Send them back to the pits. I did. It actually worked pretty well. Magnetic connection. I think one of the cool things is it connects the wheel directly up with the magnets, just like the fans, but it works a lot better than some of those early fans that had some tough times getting the pogo pins lined up. This one doesn't have that issue. It's really, really good. And I mean, there's like a million buttons, a million dials, lots of stuff. Zero plug and play. This is what this product is for. You that want to configure 40 plus different buttons to do 40 plus different things. So we have a lot of that stuff set up. The carbon fiber paddle shifters are sick. The feel of them is just, it's got such a good feel.
Speaking of realistic driving setups, do you know what component Chippy can no longer use? The handbrake monster.
No, I'm drinking. The handbrake. We're coming out with a handbrake too. We showed it at CES. I'll have to remember that for Computex. Big facts. But man, it's a pretty cool wheel, right? Pretty cool wheel. You got to use 2 hands to hold on to it, right? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, man. But yeah, again, hey, shout outs to Two Stupid Gamers for coming by doing the video. That was awesome of them. I really appreciate them coming by for that. Quick little side note since we're here. Our waffle timer is about ready. So we got like, we got a couple minutes. We got a couple minutes, like 15 minutes left. Okay, I'm done. Save the rest for next time. Pig, I welcome it, man. No problem here, bro. I think it's hilarious and I appreciate you. I do. If I wouldn't have told you, you know what I mean? If I wouldn't know, I wouldn't have told you. I would have been terrified to tell you what happened. Are you kidding me? All good. So, couple quick updates while we've been gone away. New Thermaltake software updates have been coming out for all of my TT RGB Plus 3.0 peoples. We have a new version 307 that just launched last week. This, of course, is supporting some of the new AIO coolers that are going to be coming out. But one of the key updates here for some of you that may be running into some issues, optimization playback update for performance for the MagFlow. Oh, wait, that made it too big. For the MagFlow Ultra, THV2 Ultra, and the new V3 Ultra that's coming. So nice little improvements there with the playback, the FPS, as well as the stability of that. If you guys are running into some issues, check out 307 and see if that might, help you out there a little bit. There's a lot still in the works with this. It's always ongoing when it comes to software, and I'm doing my best to, send some of that feedback over there so we can definitely take a closer look at it. We also have version 116 up for Minecube, as well as the 6-inch screen and some of the other screen options that we have. Basically stuff or after MagFlow, as far as another option with that software. So 116 went up on the 13th, so it's been out a little bit, like right before we more or less left for Boston. But this one has a new update where there's an automatic firmware update with the software. So if you download this and you have a Minecube AIO, there is a firmware update. It's an automatic firmware update, but you got to follow through with the process. If you read, because I know everybody does, but if you read the part right here, it says update. Let me see. Can I make it bigger? Can I make it bigger so you can actually read it? Update the default firmware settings for the Minecube Ultra. After the update is complete, please click default to restore the settings. So for all of my Minecubers out there, let me just do a quick, I don't have anything hooked up on it, but I have the software installed. But so if you are running the new, once you run the newest version of our TTLCD screen software, I don't know. Yeah, I can't show it to firmware update options are there. It will do the update. This, of course, will tell you what version you're running. I'm still running version 113 myself. I haven't updated it because I don't use this system too much for testing, if that makes sense. But with the Minecube that will pop up here once connected, there is a default button. Make sure you do that default button. Make sure you see that. Where did it go? Where did it go? There it goes. This little part right here to make sure you update the default settings and make sure you do the default. It's kind of like when you do a BIOS update, and after the BIOS update's done, you go back into the BIOS and you load, optimize defaults, and then go do your other stuff. It's that kind of a practice. I'd recommend doing that. This also adds that LCD screen firmware update. So it may or may not be something you've seen before, so that might be new. So, just make sure you follow along with the prompts. I'm not breaking down how everything goes, but I'm thinking I need to do some type of coverage on that. So I'll try to get something figured out on, how to do this breakdown, or if anything, try to cover it next week on stream or very soon. All right. So just give me some time figuring out what's going on after you're getting back here from Boston, as well as fix an issue with the incorrect LCD positionings. So a lot of people are having some problems with the positioning on the cube as far as the rotation of the screen. I believe we've gotten this fixed. I haven't had a chance to do a lot of testing on this one with 116, but I've heard good things. So we'll have to see how that goes. Now, random side note too, coming in on, streaming, coming back from Boston, right? So one thing that was really interesting for me, what happens if the Minecube stopped connecting? If the Minecube is not connecting, I would say it's probably related to the USB hub on the motherboard, but it would be tough to say, Blocks. I mean, I've had one at home. It turns on and it works every time. It's a picture of a donkey trying to bite the waffle, and I haven't had an issue with it. I'm on 113. So maybe try 113 and see if that fixes it for you, or try 116 and go back to that. We can talk later about it though, but I know you're not trying to make a big deal about it, but at the same time, I know there's a lot of people out there having some issues with certain things. He never told me at PAX. I think he was afraid I'd tell you. Yeah, it's possible. But no, I think Brain at the time.
What do you call a chippy with no arms and no legs who couldn't go to the show and had to spend his time in the hotel's pool? Bob. Hashtag monster.
Just sitting there floating. Oof. Oof. CBUs are heavy. He may have sank and drowned himself. But we won't go down that road, will we? At least he was water cold. Exactly. Yeah, before we get to the waffle here, dude, so interesting little thing. I definitely was not aware of this. I mean, I definitely got into Crimson Desert that came out right before we left. I was really sad, but at the same time, watching all the updates and kind of happy for all the changes that they made, because I probably would have dumped in another 15 hours before a lot of these changes happened. So if anything, the Boston trip kind of made a lot better for my Crimson Desert experience. I got a good amount of time already in. I'm planning to play the you-know-what out of it all weekend long. So a lot of those changes, but like when I came back to the PC yesterday and I was, just checking everything out, loading up OBS, just making sure everything worked. I didn't get logged out of this, logged out of that. And, like everything was coming up and working. And I was blown away because when I came up to, looking at like this screen, for example, right? Versus like this screen, which is not, linked up with broadcast. This is just the raw image because it's not green screen. Where this right here, I've been using NVIDIA Broadcast 1.4 for years. I mean, we were like one of the first. I was one of that jumped on this right away because I used to have a green screen behind me and I hated it. And, NVIDIA Broadcast has just made this amazing where, dude, there's nothing behind me. There's no green screen. This has all been NVIDIA Broadcast this entire time. Well, I got greeted with an update, which I had no idea about. And when I came up to load everything, I was greeted with this when I noticed that my NVIDIA Broadcast was not working. And when I opened NVIDIA Broadcast, I got this message saying, NVIDIA Broadcast needs to be updated to work with your new hardware configuration. So I found out that the version I was running, I think it was like 59579, which was more or less the latest driver for Crimson Desert. I think, I updated back for Battlefield 6, but I didn't have a problem with that. But I was reading on here because I saw it and I was like, dude, there's no workaround. There's nothing. It's just you need to update or it doesn't work. And like literally this was gone, like totally gone, right? And I was like, oh crap, what am I gonna do, right? Like I don't want to update to the new one and then have to figure that out by the time to stream. So then I, jumped over on the NVIDIA forums. And if it's any help for anybody else, I rolled back like a lot of people did to the 59144 driver. If you go back to 591 driver, you can still use the NVIDIA Broadcast 1.4, which is what I'm still using. But I'm going to definitely take a second look now at NVIDIA's Broadcast for whatever their 2.0 is. Because to be fair, I've been trying to use NVIDIA Broadcast 2.0 for a series of months, and it doesn't work. Period with OBS Studio, because I use OBS Studio for all the broadcasting. I use Streamlabs for the giveaway because they're the only real one that does an integration with a prize wheel like we have. So a lot of that stuff has just been straight OBS Studio, and being able to get that to work has just been a nightmare with their newer version, because I was excited to be able to jump over to that. So I'm gonna figure out what's going on there. But yeah, for any of you guys that may be streaming that and or use NVIDIA Broadcast, I was greeted with this as a shock yesterday, going, oh no, I'm gonna have to figure that out by tomorrow. And jumping around looking at that, I basically just rolled the driver back because I tested that. I was like, oh yeah, cool, this works. I'll stick with this for now and then figure out what's going forward. So I'll be taking a look at that to see what's going on. And yeah, NVIDIA Broadcast 1.4 has been rock solid for me for years. You guys have seen me stream. I have rarely had some issues with it. There was a couple of things back when they first started doing some things, but Other than that, this has just been solid. Like, but it's been 1.4. I haven't updated to 2.0, and it's something I've wanted to try, but have definitely been greeted with a lot of people having problems, you know, and I've tried it a couple of times too. Mic 2.0 coming soon. No, 2.02's already out. Like, it's been out for a long time. Let's see, what version are they even up to? Let's see, I was looking for this. Broadcast forced an update. Let's see. But I haven't tried the new version. I also heard some people saying some workarounds where if you uninstalled NVIDIA Broadcast and then reinstalled it through the NVIDIA app, that could fix it. But I don't use the NVIDIA app on my stream PC. I'm just raw dog drivering it. I don't NVIDIA Broadcast. I don't app at all on this. I try to keep everything on the stream PC, just, you know, just standard. Like, does it tell me? Yeah, 2.1.0. A bunch of numbers that looks like pi. But I haven't tried the new stuff. If anybody's tried 2.0 with OBS Studio and it's working, let me know. I mean, a lot of this stuff's been good. I mean, I haven't really, like, these new features, I haven't even had a chance to really try any of this stuff. I know I've messed around with like the eye contact thing a little bit, but again, I'm on 1.4. So if anybody's got that working, let me know about that, because I'm going to have to be trying that out here in the next week or two and see what's up. But I mean, for what it is, what we got, it's working. We're good right now. I don't really need to change it. I'm not worried about gaming and new drivers. You know, for the stream PC, it was just kind of a shocker, and just throwing that out there is just some little side information. All right, you guys, couple minutes left. There's like 1 minute, less than a minute left. 10 seconds. Waffle now. Waffle now. Waffle now. Waffle now. Last minute waffles. All right, there's a waffle. That is it, everybody. The waffle is closed. Wait. Hold on. Here. Last minuters. All right. If you didn't get in now. What's up, Too Stupid? Thanks for the video again, man. Appreciate you guys. It was good. My brain was melted.
Can't believe my brother adopted a baboon. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
A monkey's uncle? Was it a full adoption? All right, get in, everybody. If you haven't gotten in on the waffle, here is your last chances. Your last chances to waffle. We had a great time speaking to you. Yeah, dude, it was fun. It was fun. I mean, dude, it was so crazy there. It was so crazy there, man. I was just like, sure. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta find time. Gotta find time for everybody as best I can. And I appreciate you guys coming back. 100%. Thanks for the video, man. I'll have to check out more of your stuff. I'm still getting used to the lag. And you know, I'm going to be honest. I'm a gamer. I mean, you know, once I did the time with the family, hanging out, you know, giving all the kisses, mwah, 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 I missed you. Crimson Desert. It was just, I'm going to play Crimson Desert until I can't stay awake any longer. And it's been so much fun. I wish I want to play it like on stream, you know, like, but we'll have to see what we can figure out. I'm still trying to get a racer, and I want to get maybe after the stuff, because I'm still waiting on the stuff from PAX to come back. I'm waiting for the stuff from PAX to come back, but maybe I might be able to sling one of those things here in the studio, because we have, you know, this has been my main stage setup. I guess if I switch over to this, you guys can kind of understand, you know, here's where we do a lot of our builds here for the stream, right? And I've had this little nook back here where, you know, I have my candy tangerine and chrome PC, the first modded PC. My last SLI custom loop build has been right here behind my back, watching my back this whole time. And dude, that thing's over 10 years old, still rocking and rolling, doing my PowerPoints and my Excels for me and my Outlook, baby. The thing's been rocking and rolling. I get that D5 pump is 8 years old, and it runs Monday through Friday. I literally turn it on Monday and shut it off on Fridays. for the last like freaking 8 years. I've been wanting to do like a clean build, like a maintenance build, and see what that looks like and how gross that must be, you know. But yeah, I do. It's literally. So like with my monitors, right? I have my main monitor here. I have chat over here on this side. I have another secondary monitor that's cloned with this one that I'm staring at. So I have this, but then I switch that over and then that becomes my other monitor for all my work stuff. Cause then I have all my work stuff then tied in with that. And you know what I mean? Like, you know, all you guys that get your waffles, like all the swag gifts and everything, I use that system because it's got UPS World Ship on it to do all the shipping and everything. And funny enough, it looks like my camera's a little off to it. I think I must have bumped my camera between last stream and this stream, you know what I mean? But I'm so impressed with that D5 pump. I mean, it's my last, it was my last EVGA board that I had before leaving the company. It's a classified Z97 with a Devil's Canyon. I think it's a 4790K and 980 Ti's in SLI on there, man. I think that it's still, and it still has the AW64 gold sound card in it. Still got the sound card in there. It's literally just diamond out. Dude, it was such a banger of a build back then, man. That Devil's Canyon build, such a banger, dude. My 980 Ti classified is borked. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. But yeah, I mean, like, I honestly don't even know if the other card works. SLI has not been enabled. That might be a fun PC to do like a full clean teardown, but at the same time, I'm a little scared, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't know if you really want to see what that looks like, because you might make fun of me or something, you know. But like, at the same time, if it makes sense for the crazy, I've been waiting for it to break. Like, I thought it would have broke years ago, you know what I mean? So to see that thing still rocking and rolling is definitely is standing the test of time for what it is, you know what I mean? I spent hours polishing those radiators to a nice mirror-like finish, you know what I mean? Because those were aluminum radiators, like, so it's aluminum rads with a nickel-plated copper cold plate. So I mean, I don't really have to worry about that stuff. But like, dude, it still like just blows my mind. But my point is, I have this big space or this section right back here, and you know what? I took the tape measure out, and I will confirm, a racing cockpit should be able to fit there, even with movement. I don't think I'll put holes in the wall with it shaking around, but I don't know. It was something that has been on the table for a little bit, as far as, you know, bringing that kind of stuff out to have a different experience and get into some racing. I think it would be fun to do racing, not just like the hardcore game stuff, but get into some fun games, you know what I mean? Like Farm Truck Simulator, or, you know, one of the ones where you got to drive the semi truck on a road that's this wide, you know what I mean? Like those things. I think that stuff would be a lot of fun, and I could totally integrate that in with like our LCGS gaming systems, you know what I mean? And I have a spot, some that I'm kind of thinking about. I would have to lose all this stuff. Like, dude, I keep all the fans, water blocks, all my cooling and everything, like just the bottles, all the buckets, all the stuff you guys see like in Halloween, you know, the buckets, all that cleaning stuff that I have to rinse beer out of a PC and everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a lot of that stuff back over there that keeps a lot of my stuff pretty good, you know what I mean? So it would be kind of a little bit of a loss for space, but at the same time, I think it would be a good replacement, you know what I mean? Hey, don't yell at me, okay? You already told me enough about his leg and his hands. What else do you want? Love you, pig. Oh, yeah, man. I gave my nephew my 970. It died last year. Oh, rip. It's pretty good lifespan, I would say, though, too, from when you probably got it. You know what I mean? I don't understand when it comes to upscaling techniques, why people choose AMD GPUs. I honestly think a lot of people don't really know the options that are out there. I don't think a lot of people keep up with a lot of tech videos to understand the differences between what, you know, RDNA 3, 4, 5 does. Same with NVIDIA. I mean, I think a lot of people look at NVIDIA for stuff like this. Like look at this NVIDIA broadcast thing, for example. I mean, it doesn't really affect my gaming, but then like something like that, I'm really surprised there wasn't a bigger notice per se on that. Or, you know, I clearly missed it as a streamer, updating the driver because I was excited for the next game. You know what I mean? So tough to say on a lot of that stuff, just as much as I had a lot of fun because, you know, with our racing simulators, we had terms and conditions, right? Liability, safety, and all this stuff. I had to sit there and type out all of our liability and safety and play thermal lawyer. And I was joking with people online and be like, hey, you read the terms and conditions, right? I wrote every word. So I hope you read all the terms and conditions, right? While you were waiting in line. Everybody's like, yeah, oh yeah, I read the approve, agree, approve. Oh yeah, I read it. No one reads that. No. And that's it. And I resisted so much to put something in there to say, like, if you're reading this, come up to me and whisper Waffle in my ear for a special prize. I resisted so much because I was afraid. Just like anything else, right? Like new game comes out, somebody finds something OP, they do a video on it. Then somebody does a video on their video. It spreads like a virus. So I was a little worried that the first day someone would actually read it and then tell me, and then it would spread like, because I didn't bring that many prizes. We had over 250 people alone go through racing each day. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4 days. In 4 days, we had over 1,000 people race for 5 minutes. Think about, that's a lot of people, right? And, you know, we really wanted to make sure.
Hey Mike, what did the insensitive police officer say to Chippy when he pulled up outside of his house?
What'd they say?
Come out with both hands up. Hashtag monster.
He's like, both hands. Is that kind of like the pull over, sir? We're already pulled over. We can't pull over any farther. I can't put my hands up any farther. Oh, hopefully Intel's not watching and watching and be like, hi in the chat. All right. I missed you guys. Happy hump day. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Let's go. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Like I should do like an AI video with like, do an AI image of Chippy with his arm back like that. ThermalMike with his knee on the back of his neck. Stop resisting. Oh God, what am I doing? I need to shut up now. All right. We have an ad break coming up, sadly, and I want to wait for that to go by. So this ad break, oh my God, man, I got to wait 2.5 minutes for the ad break to start. I don't know if we can get through the waffles that fast. All right, we're going to wait for the ad break over on Twitch. Make sure you guys got in. I'm going to leave this up for about another minute or so you guys can get in. We got a lot of entries today, so I appreciate you guys being here. But yeah, I'm going to wait a couple minutes for the ads to get those things out of here. I already skipped the ads 3 times, by the way, Blue. They only give me 3. I've already snoozed all 3 of them for this stream. You know, it's like I have the ads on the lowest of low that it can be. I mean, we're only affiliate. I'm not looking for partner. God, I don't want to do 40 or 60 hours a month in here. You know what I mean? We just want to have hump day. Mike. What day is it, Mike? You know what I'm saying? We just want to break up your week. But I know a lot of you guys are subbing out there, so much love to you guys. But I gotta support too. Don't you call out Intel. Don't you dare. Don't tell them. Hi, Intel. What's going on? You hear what ThermalMike said? Did you hear what he said? He's a monster. Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. All right. So we got this going on. Let's see. How many entries? Dude. All right. Over 300 entries today. Let's go. Let's see what else will I got. I gotta buy my time here. Oh Oh no! Oh no! Let's see, did I have some other pictures in here to share? Let's see this one. Oh yeah, I gotta switch the screen. Duh! What is stream? How do you stream? I forgot how to stream. This is a cool shot. This is a really cool shot. I love how we got the stands for all the Tower 600s and put them all sideways like that so everybody could see them. Oh, it's a golden waffle ticket. You did it, honey. That's a real life. That's me in the 80s right there. I was a towhead as a kid. I had the cool bowl haircut and everything. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Mom. It was a style. But then it's a funny thing is I remember what my mom's hair looked like back then too, and it's like, all right, that makes sense. Oh, dude, so thirsty, man. So thirsty. There was like one day I forgot my water because I literally brought this with me, right? There was one day I forgot that. It was brutal. I did not have the liquids. I did not have my liquids. All right. I think I love bananas and waffles. All right, the ad's going on right now. As soon as the ad's up, we'll get going. Hopefully. At Thermaltake Live, it's his evil twin Rob that is the monster. Haven't you heard of Thermal Rob? He's got the goatee, right? Like South Park. He's got the goatee. Oh, my nephew had it in the 2000s. Nice. Yep. I mean, I think it was kind of popular. I remember all the. I went through like a phase of. Like Offspring style hair where I just had spiky hair and I bleached it blonde. I mean, come on, I lived and born and raised in California. We had spiky blonde hair, you know, just Offspring was just like, this is a jam, man. It's good. All right, ad break ends in about a minute for all you wonderful Waffle subscribers out there. We'll be getting started here in just about a minute. Malibu's most wanted. No, I didn't go that far. No, I wasn't that. I was just a lonely, grungy surfer kid growing up. That's all I was. Love the ocean. Love the ocean. Oh, the good old days, man. The good old days. All right, cool. Let's get this set up. Was there anything else? Let's see it. This is a cool photo. Getting a lot of people racing, man. A lot of people were out. I mean, there were some people just locked in, bro. Locked in on their racing. It was good. The line was pretty crazy. We had a lot of people here. Here's the boss man right here talking to me. Yeah, there we are. There's the TT crew, baby. Let's go. There's the TT crew. Let's go. Good fun. Good fun. Shout out to the team. Thank you guys so much for all the help. I don't know how we could have done that with everybody that was there. It felt shorthanded at sometimes. Other times it felt like it was okay. But holy crap, it was a lot. All right. Ads are done. Ads are done. You guys know what that means, right? You guys know what that means. It's time. Are you guys ready? Can you smell that? Can you smell? What's that smell like? What's that smell like? What's that smell like? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Kitchen is closed. The kitchen is closed. I do apologize if you didn't get on a waffle. You can join us next time for another waffle as we do all the waffles on our Wednesday streams and everything. But are you ready? Are you ready? It smells like waffles in here. It does. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, the music. The music. I noobed it. There we go. It's waffle time. Let's go, wafflers!
I'm the waffler, golden crispy, bad guys are history.
Wait. It like blocks me too. Like, oh, I gotta get it set. Am I gonna get back up? Oh, it's too good. The NVIDIA broadcast is overpowering me. I can't swim in my waffles today. I forgot what I did. Should put my hat backwards.
Waffles, tasty waffles with lots of syrup.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now. All right. Are you ready? Are you ready to waffle? Here we go. All right, all right. Lesterly 8868. Lester Yee 8868. Congratulations on a win in the waffle. Are you there? Are you there? You need to get waffled. We're waffling you today. Lester Yee 8868. Over on YouTube. YouTube, big YouTube win. Over on YouTube, Lester, are you there? He's here, everybody. Let's go. Congratulations, Lester, on winning the waffle. All right, man. You say spin it, and you're gonna win it. Here we go. Come on, baby. Big money, big money, big money. Nice. Scoring yourself some OnlyFans. Take a look at ThermaltakeUSA.com for our OnlyFans page. Pick out some cool fans with some magnets. Remember, it's your prize, your way. Congratulations. Congratulations. Let's go. All right. Next up, who's going to be the next winner? Chicken dinner. Lizard. Push the button, Lizard. Push the button. Push the button, Lizard. Berg Beezer. We have a back-to-back YouTube win today. What are you guys doing on Twitch? You guys asleep? Come on, man. Come on, man. Berg Beezer 94 over on the YouTubes. Congratulations. Berg Beezer, there he is. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right. You know the drill, my friend. Thank you for winning another waffle, baby. You say spin it. Going for the PSU. He's calling it out. Let's see what happens. Come on, power. Come on. Got close. Got close. Congratulations on winning yourself a choice of a Thermaltake OnlyFans. I guess with all the news with the OnlyFans and everything, we had to have back-to-back fan winners this week. Congratulations, you guys, on winning your choice of some fan packs. Take a look at some of those new fans that we have from Thermaltake. Feel free to see what you guys want to pick, but choose. Choose wisely. Don't forget as well to message me on Discord to verify that you are a meat popsicle. Here, we got the beanies on here too. Throw the beanie on. We got our Thermaltake beanies today. Oh yeah, dude. I got a lot of these extra beanies here too, man. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. You guys are gonna have to get in on some of the cool beanies that we have here. This is the new Thermaltake beanie right here. Nice and snug, man. We were giving these out all weekend. Hope you guys got a beanie. I'm gonna try to figure out how we can swing in some of these new prizes here for you guys for some upcoming streams. All right, so hang in there. Hang in there. We got a lot going on with that. We got a lot going on with that. Get this back on here. There we go. Let's check it out. Show you guys what we had going on.
Big hump, big bite, name Mike, some bright, sand in my kicks, but
Congrats again to all of our Waffle winners today. Thank you guys for playing. We'll have more for you next week. Dude, here, look. Beanie, or look at it. This is really cool. It's PAX East jacket. It's kind of like retro in a way. It's like a little like pre-faded or whatever, but this is really cool. The PAX East 2026. Nice little sweatshirt. Sorry, this isn't a giveaway. I'll just put it over there. Ah, perfect. But yeah, dude, we got some new beanies here from Thermaltake. If you guys want to take a look at these, this one's kind of like a cream color. It's not really like a white, but like it probably looks like it's white on the screen. But it's nice. It's nice. It keeps me nice and chill. I can definitely go boarding with this and have no problem. We also had some nice black ones on display. We got some extras too, you guys. So hang out for what we got going on with that. Also, wearing the new shirt that we had here. This has got our new Tanya on the back in transformative teal for 2026. So we got a new Tanya shirt as well that's coming up, and we got that new Thermaltake right there, baby. The new stuff. Who is Tanya? Well, you'll just have to wait and find out, Dorian. You just have to wait and find out. And of course, dude, shout outs again to my guy Cyberbrain for coming up with these amazing little 3D printed waffles, bro. These things were cool. TT Speedos, wait till summertime. We'll have to get back into summertime for more of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I'm loving the beanies, dude. I think the beanies are a real hit for Boston. We brought those out back in 2020, and I didn't want to disappoint. I mean, it was a lot of fun to get to see, you know, just a lot of the people, but I had a few moments with a couple of guys that were definitely some long-term Paxers. They were there. They remember us in 2020. They remembered what our booth looked like, that we were doing beanies that they had from before coming into this year too, dude. It was so cool. It was so cool to see what they had going on. Tanya's a waifu. She's just AI. She's just AI. It's your animated waifu. Yeah, right. She takes all your monies. Don't give in. Boston baked beans. Dude, I went to a couple good restaurants there too. It was some pretty good stuff. I had a bad experience with Uber Eats, but for the places we did the sit down for, it was not bad. It was pretty good. I gotta say one thing is that, you know, I'm in Boston, so, you know, just over there, it's cold. The one thing that I wanted that I didn't get was like a gigantic cheesesteak, hot and ready. I got, and I Uber Eated this, right? Because I was just, dude, it was late. I was dead. Legs, feet, dead, right? And I'm like, I want to eat this gigantic cheesesteak sandwich and go to bed. So I ordered this bad boy up. I'm not gonna name the company. And they sent me, I should have taken a picture of this, but I was just so tired. They sent me bread and meat dry. No cheese, nothing else. I even ordered extra barbecue sauce and they denied me that too. I was so bummed out. I was so bummed out because all I wanted was a fat cheesesteak and I didn't get it. I was sad, but you know what? I went for barbecue, I think the next day, and it was freaking amazing. I had like burnt ends and brisket with cornbread and mac and cheese. It was just freaking amazing, dude. I was a fat, you know what? I was a fat ThermalMike at that night. I felt so good. But you know, just have to get another day. Probably McDonald's then, they acted like, no, they don't sell cheesesteaks at the McDonald's. No, it was like a local place, right? Because that's what I like to go to. I like to get the local place. You know, funny enough about me, one thing I like to do when I'm traveling is I like to watch the local news. I like to see what's going on with the traffic, the weather, and just like what the news people do. It's a weird thing. It's kind of like how I like to watch the commercials when I go to Taiwan, and the commercials that they have in Taiwan, man, are just, there's some wild commercials that they have, especially when you can't sleep because you're on this crazy jet lag where it was yesterday and now it's tomorrow. You know what I mean? That's going to be coming up real soon here too. Definitely something I'm not going to be bringing a beanie to though, because I'm expecting it to be pretty warm. But yeah, man, a cheesesteak without cheese is just steak. But it was like, and you know, the steak was marinated really well. But like, if it would have had cheese and I would have had the sauce, it would have been amazing. You know what I mean? But you know, yeah, we take our small wins where we can, and we just keep on moving with the things that just don't go our way. You know what I mean? I made up for it with some other dinners, but it's like you're on the show floor at 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock. You grabbed your Starbucks because there's really nothing closer that's quick enough, right? Or you're gonna have to get up earlier. So you got your Starbucks, you mowed your sandwich down, and then you maybe have some beef jerky about halfway through, and you get to eat dinner around 8 o'clock. Welcome to events. It's the forbidden stuff that a lot of us go through for people to have and get what they got to get, right? So I got to say it was fantastic to see all the people coming out. A lot of fun being able to have everybody there. Shout out again to everybody that came by the booth to check out everything that we had to offer. Come up, ask me questions. My wafflers just to come by and say hi. I mean, I know I'm a big guy. I mean, you can kind of tell from the photo here. You know, I do kind of stick out in a crowd just a little bit. You know what I mean? And it was cool too. They gave me a microphone and everything, and I was sitting there doing the fun little announcer stuff. We were giving out chippies. We were giving out t-shirts. We were giving out other swag stuff that we had going on, blow up swords for the kids. I saw the kids fighting and everything like that. I saw the older brother beating up on the little brother, so I came over, grabbed him and gave him a second sword, and I said, dual wield unlocked. And the kid just went like this with both swords and just went after his brother, and it was just fantastic. I freaking loved it. It reminds me of like back when I was playing Elden Ring, and when you got the second sword so you could dual wield. I was like, oh yeah, get it, kid, get it. It was so much fun, dude. I saw the kids fighting with those swords in the hotel. Hell yeah, dude. I was like, this is gonna be perfect. The dads that came up and they were like, man, I don't know if I can wait in line. I don't got that much time, but I got some kids. I'm like, let me guess, you want a sword? And he's like, yeah, I got 2 kids. I'm all, bro, here's 4 swords. Let them dual wield and have a blaster. You know, maybe keep 2 of them and see how the first set lasts and see how long they go before somebody breaks one or hurts one another. I brought some home for the kids. They had a blast with them too, man. There's something as simple as blow up swords. They're so good. It was such a great show, you guys. Really appreciate everybody coming out, man. Oh man, some good stuff. It was definitely some good stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, Crypto, we already finished our waffle for the day. We should be back next week with some more waffles. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. I don't really know what else we got. I got to think of what we're going to probably start a case build. Probably going to start a case build next week. I got the TR200 here. We showed that before we left for Boston. I also have the other cases. We'll figure it out what we're going to do. French toast, you know, French toast is good, but we can't say it's better. Luckily, you didn't say better than, and you didn't say that blasphemy. So I appreciate you there. A 270K build, you know. I'm trying to think if I think I have a 265 right now. I don't know if I have a 270K. But that's definitely an option. I got to see what I got. I got to see what you do. I think right now for me, because we are dealing with, like, if I do the TR200, I got to find a micro ATX board. I think I got one, and we can put some stuff together. I definitely got the cooler and like all the fans and everything ready to go. I got to decide on what color I want to do, because I like the black one with like that walnut wood. That one looks really good. But then The white one with the birch, you know, that white color really pops on camera, you know, for the stream. So I'll have to see what I end up doing. Gotta say those 270K processors are hella snappy. I was actually quite impressed with, like, they were listing like a good 9% performance over previous, and they cut the price in half. So I think Intel is getting ready to make some moves. I mean, we all know the big step for them next is Nova Lake. This was just a refresh, right? This is just an ARL refresh. So Arrow Lake, more or less, is what's here. I don't know if we're going to see Nova Lake by the end of the year or next year or whatever, but I know a lot of us, including myself, are really interested to see what Intel has for Nova Lake. Looks pretty impressive. I can't say much about, you know, embargo and all, you know, NDA stuff and everything, but we're excited for it. We'll be ready for it as well, but got to give them a little bit of time, you know what I mean? But Intel, I think Intel's going to be making some moves. I know AMD also did their CPU launch too, which looks sick. So it's going to be interesting to see where these two guys go, you know, head and head and everything. But I mean, I saw RTX 60 series leaks last week. I don't know how credible they are as far as like 6090s and stuff like that by the end of the year or whatnot. DLSS 5 double performance, I heard. We'll just have to see what's going to happen. But Nova Lake going to be a monster. I have a feeling Intel is going to really make a statement with that one, and we're definitely going to be ready for that. But dude, that 9850 X3D, and then they got the 3D 2X3D, and all, like, it is it where like Intel's going shorter on their numbers and AMD is extending the numbers on their CPUs, right? Like Intel used to be 14900 KF blah blah blah, and then AMD was just, you know, they were like 9800. You know what I mean? They were 4 digits at least. You know what I mean? Intel goes and flips that 6-digit number into 3, and then AMD starts adding letters and numbers on the end of theirs with their X3D, 2D, 2D, X, PP, whatever. Or I guess the PP part was Intel, you know what I mean? But that was really funny, by the way. And you know, it's funny, I told them about that. I saw a presentation, I was sitting there talking with their engineers, and they said, our new PP tool, and I'm like, wait. It's called PP? And he sat there and started laughing, right? And sure enough, dude, Steve's video comes out from Gamers Nexus, and he just comments on the PP part, and I'm just like, yep, okay, that makes sense. I figured he'd catch on to that too pretty quick. It's just like, you know, it's kind of like when we name certain products and they go, oh, hey, Mike, there's this new product coming out. We're calling it the this. And I'm like, well, doesn't this kind of mean that in certain parts of the world? And it's like, it's crazy, right? Like you think of like a certain name that feels very harmless here in the US could mean something completely different in Europe or somewhere else for that matter, right? Or vice versa, you know what I mean? So it is really kind of interesting how different things are as all of us humans are on this wonderful planet we call Earth. You know what I mean? It was always Intel. Well, yeah, I mean, we'll have to see what they do. But dude, that $300 price point is a crazy change for them. I mean, hands down, crazy change for them to say, hey, we're trying to make a good, because I mean, dude, for the performance of what you get with that, it's quite impressive. And I feel that Intel does a solid for people that are not looking to do a complete rebuild, but maybe just a little CPU upgrade. Like if you were with Intel already and you want to jump up to something, but you don't want to go whole new build because of pricing and everything. But hey, Micron stock is taking a dive. You know, SK Hynix, they're feeling it, guys. Something's happening. Shout outs to Micro Center for dropping some pricing there on RAM. Let's hope that RAM prices come back down a little bit. I've seen some prices slashed in half, and I think that's a huge accomplishment. We'll have to see how long it lasts, though. You know what I mean? But some interesting stuff as far as, you know, the other news that's going on out there and everything. But hey, I think we're going to wrap it up for us here at the Thermaltake Live. Fantastic to be back. What a blast we had at Boston for PAX East 2026. Shout out to all the people that came by the booth, stopped by, said hi, grabbed a race, whatever. Don't forget, we still have our PC winner announcement tomorrow on April 2nd because we didn't want to do this on April Fools. So if you got in on that giveaway, make sure you check back on our Thermaltake NA or Thermaltake USA social channels to see the winner announcement because it could be you. And that's a big, huge, fat prize for someone, especially in 2026. All right, you guys have a good one. We will be back next week with more. Thanks so much for sitting back as we did some PAX recap. It was fun. Shout outs to everybody once again. You guys have a great rest of your week. We're halfway there, everybody. 2 more days to the weekend. Let's go. Happy hump day, everybody. See you later. Ah.
Come for the coffee, they come for the ride. I'm the camel with the lettuce and the syrup on the side.
Mike. What day is it, Mike?
If you got the stuff, waffle up. Mike and the dudes turn breakfast to a sport that's tough. We ain't got no pancakes here, just square soaking up that love. It's hump day. Waffle up if you got the stuff. Hey, I play shows in the shade logo on the stage, turn my take lights up, whole crowd in the blaze, fans chant Mike K every time that I raise on the go. Waffle to the sky like praise. Got crumbs in my beer, syrup drip on my chain. Got a lot of cool camels trying to get in my lane. I just laugh, flip better, let them taste the flame. If you roll with the herd, better know the name. Mike, it's hump